Welcome back, Video Creeps. You know, there was a time when I started this channel when initially I wanted this to be a conspiracy channel. I wanted to talk about like skinwalkers and the catacombs and like lizard people and that thing that that people see on their roof. But I also love horror, so horror kind of snuffed that idea out. But there's still an innate love for like conspiracy theories. I want to know more about the Men in Black and all that. The real ones, the ones that come to your house. And what better way to merge the two and have just a fun video. I feel like all my videos have been so serious lately, which I love, and I put a lot of hard work into those. So if you haven't watched like my May video, my Herbert West video, like my more serious take videos, do me the favor and check those out. I learned through my like analytics that like 92% of people who watch my thing are just like new people. So hi, new people. And what the hey, old people? Hey guys, I'm back too. He's here too. Let's not make a big deal out of it or anything. Just, so let's go over together. I got on your laptop and I went on the internet and I found a bunch of cool conspiracy theories and I want to show them to you. I'll give my quick takes and we'll get out of here. Yeah, I want your take on these conspiracies. Pamela Voorhees is killing people to complete a ritual that will bring Jason back to life. Then Jason keeps on killing because he's trying to resurrect her, but he doesn't know how to do the ritual. I like that idea. That has like a lot of heart, you know, Friday the 13th. I think that it lacks heart. Like sure, we have the whole like mother and son dynamic, but that's not like in every single installment or anything. I feel like if that was true, if like there was a Friday the 13th that really just went for the heartstrings, I think that's a good one. I always like when we see like Jason like heading back to like his little cabin and stuff, like fucking, I like those like quiet moments that we don't normally get to see. So I like that conspiracy theory. I think that's a good one. These are gonna be easy. Burke Denning sexually abused Reagan. What the fuck? It's not me. This is what's online. This is what people are saying on there. Well, that's a strong accusation. I mean, art is always subjective, right? So I guess if I wanted to, I could put myself in the position where I'm seeing the movie under that lens. I don't know if I want to. Then again, maybe that would make it even darker. Like maybe I need to rewatch Exorcist with that lens. That's an interesting take. And I guess I can see it. Like I can see the demons inside, right? Like with what happens in that, you know. Sure, Martyrs is set in the Hellraiser universe. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna give it that one. Like, yeah, we don't know what is said at the end of Martyrs. I don't believe. I only watched the movie once, so I'm only going off of my recollection here. But from what I remember, this society had a fascination with like pain and pleasure, right? I could see where like maybe there's some crossover there, maybe a secret society of human beings who have experienced the Cenobites. Like there's plenty of people who survive encounters with fucking Pinhead and like the rest of the gang. So who's to say that there isn't a society of people who have experienced that and then built like a thingy thing around. That one's clever. I gotta give it to that one. That one's fun. Josh and Mike were in cahoots to kill Heather. Yeah, you guys know I'm a little Blair Witch stan. I love Blair Witch. I don't see it. That one seems a little non-compelling to me because then the whole thing would be to get her in the woods, right? That would be her thing. She hired the other two to go into the woods with her, so already there's that. But also they were like in the woods for like days and days. Like there was no reason why they had to put off like getting her in that position if that was always their ambition. So this one, I don't know. I don't think this one holds too much weight. However, a supernaturally possessed forest with the spirit of a witch, that happened. The kid from The Sixth Sense grew up to be Michael J. Fox's character from The Frighteners. Okay, I mean, I get that. Okay, I see the parallel there, right? They both see dead people. Who's to say that kid wouldn't grow up to be a scam artist? That one's fun too. I like that one. You know what? That's gonna be canon for me. It's the same person. Lock it in. Just a quick reminder to stop and like the video if you're having a good time. That really helps out my channel and other people to find my channel, so please do that if you can. Sam Loomis from Psycho, Sam Loomis from Halloween, and Billy Loomis from Scream are all related. You know, let's have fun with our food in front of us. I say yeah. I'm gonna say I believe this one. Why not? I see it. Sam from Psycho could be the oldest or something, right? Or yeah, why not? Yeah, okay, I did it. He is the oldest, and then he begat the child, Sam Loomis from the Halloween movies, and then Billy Loomis is like a grandson of sorts, you know? Fucking, you know, family trees are way hard. It splits off in all kinds of directions, sure. I think this one is totally fine for us to just connect them all. They don't affect the movies in any way. Why can't we have our fun? So, editing mic here, sorry for the video quality and the audio. But something that does bug me about this is, you know, everyone else was good, you know? Sam Loomis was good, Samuel Loomis was good. Billy Loomis, bad. So, then again, not everyone in a family is going to be good, so there's that, you know? Jason Voorhees is a Deadite. Oh, see, this is rough, because, alright, this is now me just combating my own feelings and wants and desires and shit. I would love that. I would love that crossover, that Jason is just this really strong Deadite that keeps coming back and stuff. Plus, like, there is, like, connections and shit, like the Kandarian, I can never say that fucking thing, but I want it. The Kandarian the dagger is technically in the movie Jason Goes to Hell, but like that, it's just like the director having some fun and shit. I know it's not supposed to be canon, but it is there. And the behavior is similar, right? You can't kill evil, and you know, he's pretty darn evil. But again, this is like the Frighteners Billy Loomis thing. Like fucking, I have to be like, I do believe this just for me. It's my own playfulness. But because we know for a fact that it's not canon, I have to say no to this one. M. Night Shyamalan's Signs, the creatures are not aliens at all, but instead demons. Okay, this I can see this completely. Because Mel Gibson's character is going through a whole thing with like losing his faith or falling out of his faith, and then like the water is the only thing that can really hurt these creatures, so that could be holy water. There's a strong emphasis on like faith and shit. I could see where this is much like that very dark Reagan one. I could see where if I watched this movie with that specific lens, that could be what the movie is about now. So yeah, I like that one as well. I think that one's a go. Kevin McAllister from Home Alone grows up to be Jigsaw. I have been saying that since like the way beginning. In fact, I think I'm gonna find an old Facebook post and I'll post it on here if I can find it. But I made this connection like 10 plus years ago and everybody thought I was so fucking silly. But now here it is, just in the world as a conspiracy. Like, sure, maybe that means I'm not special, and like I didn't think about things the way that like anyone could just think of my thoughts, and that's what makes me so replaceable, because anything that I put out into the world, like maybe somebody else will like think of too, and like that means like I never matter, and that really gets to me, because like at the end of the day, like who am I? Who's gonna remember me? But I fucking thought of that shit first, I'm telling you. And I love it. I love that. I think it's a great, yes, that's, But again, I'm playing with my food. The Michael Myers clown mask at the beginning of the original Halloween mask was the first prototype made by Silver Shamrock. Yeah, why? Yeah, sure, why not? I don't see, that only makes sense, honestly. Because like, what else fucked with Michael so bad that he's like, I'm just gonna kill everybody? It was the mask. The mask did that shit, and like, Michael was just the first that they then fine-tuned and tweaked years later with other masks and shit. I love that. In fact, I would love to see them re-bring in fucking Halloween 3 to make it more canon with the overall story. Which storyline, Michael? I think that's a really cool tie-in, and I think it's something that just off the bat makes sense. Pennywise the Clown and Mary Poppins are the same species. So I've heard this one a lot, actually. Do I personally believe it? Probably yes, I would say so. I think there's some real compelling evidence of the crossover between the two. I'm not like a fucking Mary Poppins aficionado. I don't know everything, man. But I know that her and Pennywise have like a similar schedule where like they kind of show up like 20 odd some years later. I've seen parallels between like how Pennywise feeds on children's fear, Mary Poppins feeds on children's like happiness or some shit. It's like a Monsters Inc. situation, and like Mary Poppins would be like Sully and Mike Wazowski, and fucking Pennywise is like Randall or something. Like, not all monsters are good kind of shit. But I think that one's really creative. I like that people thought of that. And in saving the best for last here, Candyman is a Cenobite. Okay, I immediately see the Clive Barker connection in that. Okay, and I you know what? I can see a lot of other connections here as well. Both characters need to be summoned for them to, you know, enact their deeds. Both kind of talk about pain and pleasure a whole lot. Where this starts to get muddy for me is the fact that like I know Cenobites have like kind of like a code that they are operating under. Like they have a main kind of objective, whereas Candyman specifically, his whole thing is kind of vengeance. Like he's his own thing. So it's hard for me to say like he's a Cenobite because I just feel like he isn't. But that doesn't mean that supernaturally they couldn't have gone down the same paths and then met forks in the road and one went this way, one went the other way. They could have gone down the same channels or something. I would give it that. But I do think that that's maybe the most compelling of all of these so far. But it's time to bring this video to an end. If you have any crazy fun conspiracies, leave them for me in the comments so that way we can talk about them. Or if you want to weigh in on any of these, do the same fucking thing. Comments, baby. There's a bunch of links in my description. If you want to get a shirt that has like my logo on there, please do. People talk about how soft it is all the time because I went for that good quality shit, you know? And if you want to have more fun, check out a couple other videos on my channels. Let's hang out for a while. But if you got a split, thanks for hanging out, and I will catch you on the next video. Peace, video creeps.